Hi. Um, Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about trick training. I have taught some of my dogs different tricks. They all know how to shake hands. Some of them know how to kick their feet to my foot. Um, One of my dogs knows how to stand up and twirl around, and she knows roll over and, let's see, crawl and just different things. And the way that I have taught those usually is through a process called shaping. And shaping involves, while you're training the trick, you start out rewarding um, behaviors that are very small that are leading to the accomplishment of the trick. So, for example, like to shake hands, what I would do is hold out my fist with my palm facing up, but my fingers closed with a cookie in them, like that. And I would hold that to the dog, and I would have my clicker, which you can choose to do that or just use your reward or your good marker, like yes or good dog. And the minute my dog lifts a paw towards my hand, I would click or say yes and give the treat. And so the next time that I do it, that dog's probably going to remember, hey, if I move my foot, she's going to give me a treat. And that's what I want. I want them to start moving their foot when I offer my hand like that. And then as we progress, after a couple sessions, I would probably require the dog to touch my hand with their foot before I clicked and gave the treat. So each time I'm requiring just a little bit more closer to, my goal of shaking hands. Eventually, the treat in my hand would go away, and I would want them to place their paw in my hand and let me shake their hand in order to get the treat. So it's like a progressive learning towards that goal. Unfortunately, because we're not meeting in person, I can't show you with a dog that doesn't know this trick. But I'm going to post just some examples with my dogs of tricks that you can train that way. You just kind of have to be innovative and think, well, what are little small behaviors I can train that will lead up to my dog learning this trick, just like we talked about with the shaking hands. Another way that I do tricks is called capturing, and that's some dogs will let you do this and some won't. One of mine does this well. She likes to do different things, and she likes tricks. And so different things that she would do just in her normal behavior, I started clicking and treating them and naming them so that now I can give her that command and she'll do them. For example, one is she'll stand up on her back legs and twirl when I tell her to dance. And that was something she just did on her own, so I captured it with the clicker and started rewarding it and naming it. Another thing she did was she would crawl on the ground and just like scoot her body on her belly across the ground. So I started clicking and treating that and calling it crawl. So now I can command her to crawl, and she'll do it. Same thing with roll over. And you'll see in one of my videos how the shaking hands trick has turned into a kicking, where I kick my foot and the dog kicks their paw with my foot. So you'll see that as well. But I wanted to just kind of give an overview of how I train those things. They're fun to train dogs. A lot of dogs like them, and it helps helps you to bond with your dog. It helps your dog to pay attention to you. So they're good things to teach.